All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to talk about Masvidal and Conor McGregor because there's an exchange that matters. And also, I want to tell you why I think Masvidal is playing this masterfully. Like really, actually, I'm being totally serious. Okay. So Masvidal is trying to get this Conor fight. Conor responded, and then now Masvidal responded back. They're talking about his mama. I thought you don't want people talking about your family, bro. All right? I thought you didn't want people talking about your family, Masvidal. I'm just saying, that's what you said. That's what you said. And now you're talking about your own mom in response to Conor. I'm just saying, dude, be consistent. Now you got to fly to France and you got to knock Conor's tooth out and take his Lamborghini boat. I'm just saying, dude. Anyway, but let's jump into it. Now, I am almost at 65,000 subscribers. It is infuriating. When you get this close, it's like really annoying. Like you're like, okay, like, come on. So if you guys would like to help me get to 65,000 subscribers and also fight off the trolls that are constantly fucking with my channel and also beat the shadow ban that I have clearly been under since I got a strike on my other channel, I would immensely appreciate it if you like, comment, and then subscribe to the channel. Anyway, so here's the deal. So Masvidal initially, you know what, let me just read this to you. I tried to record this earlier and I tried to do it by memory and I kept stumbling over it and fucking it up. So we're going to do it like this. So Masvidal, when asked about whether or not he thought Conor wanted to fight, he said, no, Conor doesn't want the fight. If he did, he'd post something, he'd say something. He'd probably insult my mom or some relative of mine, my nation, where I come from, something like that. Now, I found that comment to be a bit kind of like, I mean, you know, I feel like you made pretty clear that shit ain't cool, you know? Like I think you made it pretty cool, like, or made it pretty clear, like not in like a haha, I'm baiting you way, you know, like in a real, like, no, seriously, like don't fucking do that, you know? Where like if I'm a fighter and I'm in the fight game and I'm, you know, it's like, you know, we're back and forth, someone comes at me, I go with them, you know? Someone says that I'm a worm. I say they look like, I don't know, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, whatever, you know, whatever this case may be, it's playful banter, right? As soon as someone's like, no, seriously, don't fucking talk about my mother, dude. Like, don't talk about my kids. Don't talk about my fucking family, right? You're like, oh, all right. Like, all right. Like, I'm not talking about your fucking family, man. It sounds like you're taking this really seriously, right? So like, you know, I thought it sounded like he's trying to bait Conor into something that he made very clear he doesn't want him to, you know, whatever. So Conor responded. And by the way, read between the lines, okay? Read between the lines. Masvidal said clearly he doesn't want the fight. If he did, he would say something about my mother or blah, 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 right? And so McGregor says, insult your mom. What a loser you are. Me and your mom get along. Okay, so it's kind of like funny. It's whatever. It's like, oh, me and your mom are cool, son. Why would I say anything about your mom when I just want to put my tongue all over that body? And she likes it when I do that. And you know why? Because I'm your dad. I know the math doesn't make sense, but I am, or I'm about to be your stepdaddy. About to slide my hand down the front of your mama's dress, Masvidal. We get along real nice. How do you think Masvidal would respond to that? Probably wouldn't care. He'd probably laugh, actually. Just don't talk about his fucking kids. So, anyway, so if you read between the lines, that's Conor literally straight up saying, yeah, you're right. Like maybe it is him saying that he wants to fight. He said if he wanted to fight, he'd talk about my mom. Conor responds and talks about his fucking mom. Okay? So I'm just saying. Then Masvidal came back and said, yeah, my mom loves you, man. She knows you are about to be the biggest paycheck for me and a relatively easy fight. Now, let me read that to you because let me read between the lines here. He said, yeah, my mom loves you. My mom loves you, man. She knows you are about to be the biggest paycheck for me and a relatively easy fight. Okay. So here is what, okay, Masvidal is not just, well, Masvidal is, and also many other people are very street smart. Okay. Now there's a whole, like, I think people think that the term street smart, you know what, actually, let me just, I'm going to go down a complete fucking rabbit hole now, but a meaningful one as it relates to this kind of, you know, community. So when you hear someone's like street smart, right? Street smart. In most cases, I think that people think like, you know, or I know a lot of people think tough guy, you know, like a guy you're not going to get over on, like someone who would step to somebody and be all, what's up? And you're all, damn, that's, you know, that's not how I think about street smart. Okay. How I think street smart is read the room, like understand what the chess pieces are, know who's dangerous, know who's not, know what your outcome is that you're trying to drive, and then know how to navigate the chessboard. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, so like in this case, Conor has the juice. Conor is the man. Like Conor's the guy, dude, right? Like Conor's the guy. He can choose to fight whoever he wants, and whoever he fights is going to make a shitload of money. If Masvidal really insults Conor, he's not trying to actually insult Conor. Like he's making it clear. Every time he goes after him, he's talking about money. He is implicitly saying, let's be business partners on this fight. Okay. He's talking to him publicly. Like he has a public platform. Okay. Anyone who wants to talk to anyone, if you got two public people with any kind of public platform, then you can talk to each other through the platforms. Like when you had like the whole, you know, for lack of a better example, like you got the thing where, you know, Anthony told the story on Bisping's channel about Blazarian, and then Cowboy got bent out of shape, and then Cowboy made this public statement. He's partially, you know, kind of like defending himself. And then Anthony goes on the schmo and he gives an interview and he says, listen, like, I don't have any kind of problem with Cowboy, yada, 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 all that. And he, like, who do you think he's talking to? You think he really, you think he's talking to the public? He doesn't give a shit what the fucking public thinks about what any of that. He's apologizing to Cowboy. That's as close as an apology as you're going to get. And he's saying like, dude, I'm sorry. We're cool. I didn't mean to bring you into it. He's talking to him through the platform. And that's exactly what Masvidal is doing right here. And he's being very, very careful about how he does it because he doesn't want to insult Conor, because Conor is also really fucking street smart and very, very business savvy. And Conor knows whoever he fights, he's fucking blessing them, dude. You think Conor doesn't understand that fighting a person is the greatest gift that he can ever give anyone? If someone's like he would need to fucking hate a person to give them a fight if he knows they're going to make out like a bandit, you know, like he'd fight. I mean, I don't even think Conor really hates Khabib. As a matter of fact, I would bet my life he doesn't. I think that's a war he's in. Now, Khabib probably really doesn't like Conor, but I don't think Conor really doesn't like Khabib. And so like in this situation, I think Masvidal is playing this very, very well because he's, you know, making it look like a beef, but really he's signaling to him like, let's be business partners. Let's make a fucking fortune here, dude. And I agree. Let's definitely do that fight. I'll tell you right now, for that fight, oh man, tickets will be fucking expensive. But I'm going. I'm always going. Anyway, I hope it happens. But that's what I got. So, love you guys. Peace.